Hi, welcome back to this edition of PMAT Live. It's good to see you. I was on the computer and saying good morning on Twitter and that sort of thing, and I thought to myself, you know what, if I start right now, I could have cinnamon rolls by dinner. This is not a hard process at all. It's just a sweet dough, and then we can fill it any number of ways, roll that puppy up, and let it rise, and we'll see how it goes. So, here's my recipe right here. So, right now, I'm going to go ahead and put in the egg yolks. Alright. And my couple ounces of sugar. So on goes the scale. Put a bit of salt, my yeast, pour buttermilk can be kind of scary because sometimes it gets a little chunky, but I promise it's fine. 20 ounces of all-purpose in this case. Okay, we have our melted butter. It is liquid, but it's not too hot. Last but not least, the egg. Alright, this is how this is going to go. We're going to mix this guy up, let it knead. Once it's all mixed, probably knead it 10 minutes or so, and then we'll let it rise. Long, slow, and cool. It's very cool in this kitchen, so it'll take a while. Let it rise. Punch it down. Roll it out. Fill it with goodies. Let it rise again, and bake it. You'll notice the dough has come together, but it is too dry. I'm going to add a bit more buttermilk to this. Can you see how it hangs down off of the beater? Already. It's pretty extensible. A little bit sticky, not too bad, but definitely nice and pliable. So we'll give that a few more minutes. Okay, mixing plus kneading took 11 minutes. I love the color of this dough. The egg yolks make it so beautiful. But see how nice and springy it is? Soft, a little bit sticky, not too much. Just going to work this guy into a ball. I'm going to let him rise right in the mixing bowl. I'm going to spray that. Put the ball in smooth side up. Spray it again. And cover the bowl with a lint-free towel. Alright, I don't know how long it's going to take to rise. I don't really care as long as I get my cinnamon rolls by dinner time. And it is only 10:15, so I feel pretty good about it. Okay, after a long, slow rise of about 5 hours or so, we've got this beautiful dough. It's about doubled in size, which is exactly what we want. I'm pretty pleased with this. And now to the filling. What I have in this bowl is some sugar, some softened butter, just a touch of molasses because I would rather use brown sugar, I didn't have any, a couple of squirts of honey, a bunch of apple pie spice, which is basically cinnamon, nutmeg, a little clove, and a little ginger, and some salt to bring the spices out a little bit. So all I'm going to do is just stick my hand in there and work this into a paste. Can you see that? I'm just grabbing and squeezing. It satisfies the child in me. Our hands are such efficient mixers. This has only taken me not even a minute. Nice and soft. Isn't that beautiful? So when I tasted this, it tasted like it needed a little bit more spice, so I just added some in. There's no great mystery to this Hello. There's no great mystery to making cinnamon rolls. Just make whatever filling you like. You can put orange zest in here, you can add extra clove, you can put crystallized ginger, put little chocolate chips, it does not matter. Whatever you like can go in. I'm going to taste it again. It is delightful. Now I'm just going to roll this guy out. I'm going to start on one end, work my way down, kind of like the old-fashioned typewriter or eating corn on the cob. Start on one side, get to the end, and then go back to the other. Now we're just going to take some dental floss, cut these guys up into pieces. For those of you who have never done the dental floss trick, it's very easy to do. Take it. I'm going to start in the very center of my guy. So you've got the dental floss underneath your roll. Come up, cross, pull. Beautiful. Look at that, plenty of rolls of cinnamony goodness. There they are. Pretty beautiful, huh? I've got 12 beautiful guys and 2 not so beautiful guys. They're all going to be really tasty. These guys have plenty of room to rise in the pan. I'm just going to cover them. I'm going to let them rise in the oven with just the light on for maybe 40 minutes or so. Okay, here they are. They have risen some, not a ton, but they have risen some. Like I said, it's pretty cold in this house. So what I'm going to do to assist them in their rise is I'm going to turn on the oven to let it preheat, and instead of waiting until the oven is hot, I'm going to put these in on the bottom rack to give them a blast of heat from the bottom, help them do some oven spring, and then after about 10 minutes I'm going to put them up on the middle rack and let them continue to bake until they're done. Probably the whole shebang will take about 25 to 35 minutes. Alrighty, this is what I've gathered together for the glaze. We've got powdered sugar, got a sad looking orange. The beloved zested it to go into his fruitcake, so it needs to be used up, so I'll use the orange juice as some of the liquid. Got a little half and half. Here's the apple pie spice. Have about an ounce of butter I'm going to melt just for a little richness, because God knows these are not going to be rich enough by themselves. And just a splash of vanilla. Did I say kosher salt? And a little hint of salt. Alright, here's my glaze. Literally, I just melted that butter, threw everything together. It's pretty thick. It's not going to run anywhere. It's not that kind of glaze. This is the kind of glaze that you put on with a spatula right onto warm buns, and of course the heat melts the glaze and lets it spread. But if you start out with too runny of a glaze and then the heat melts the glaze, well then you hardly have any glaze left and it looks kind of naked. So start with a thick glaze and you'll be good to go. And I forgot to tell you, I might have added a couple of drops of Frangelico to the glaze. Possibly my hand slipped when I was pouring myself a glass. So, alrighty, there you have it. Do these take a long time to make? Yes. Are they worth it? Oh yes, yes they are. So I'm gonna go have a quiet moment with the cinnamon roll, and I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.